I'm about to show you the best competitive settings in Fortnite and how I've been getting 700 FPS in an actual Battle Royale game. Epic Games just released a brand new performance mode based on DirectX 12, which can now utilize multi-core CPUs. You know, the old performance mode was based on DirectX 11 and could only utilize 4 cores of your CPU. The brand new one can utilize multiple, and the biggest difference which I've seen is that in the actual lobby my game wasn't lagging or stuttering. This new performance mode can fully utilize multi-core CPUs as mentioned, so therefore if you have any newer CPU, definitely try this one out. On top of that, you're also getting the new NVIDIA Reflex low latency mode, which you can use additionally, which makes this even better and gives you a huge advantage. But you know what also gives you a huge advantage? Having low ping in-game. And this is where GearUP comes in clutch. GearUP Booster is your #1 gaming service when it comes down to reducing your ping. With the top link in my video description, you can by the way try it out for absolutely free, guys, and even pros like Zen are using it. It's gonna help you to find the best DNS service in your near to make sure to get the least amount of latency in all your favorite games. No matter if you're playing Fortnite, CS2, Valorant, or the wide variety of games which GearUP actually supports. Not only does it help you to reduce your ping, but also give you better stability in games. So if you sometimes have random lag spikes or you have connection issues, GearUP is gonna help you to counter that. So therefore, try out GearUP Booster for absolutely free as mentioned with the top link in my video description. Now guys, I already tested it now. And of course the first thing, how do builds look like? Don't be worried. We have a direct comparison now between the old performance mode builds and then here right now on DirectX 12 performance mode. And I gotta say, they look pretty much identical. They're both running on low measures, so therefore that's amazing. Just first things, getting that out of there, you're actually getting that performance mode feeling. And I gotta say guys, my FPS was so stable, I didn't even know what to do. Like, I've been getting now 700 FPS in an actual Battle Royale game with still like over 60 people in the game, which was insane to think about, guys. Like, even while driving in a car, my FPS were getting up to 700. That is absolutely insane, because now the game can actually fully utilize my Ryzen 7 9800X 3D, which by the way also Peterbot is using, so therefore great results there. And now I'm of course also gonna show you the best competitive settings here in Fortnite Season 4, just so your game can look as amazing as mine right now here in the background. So what you gotta do in the first place is of course make sure, guys, that you are playing on full screen. We don't want to play on windowed or anything else because that gives us more delay. Then for the resolution, I'm actually playing on 1920x1080, which most pros are playing on right now, so therefore yeah, I'm just gonna stick with it. For VSync, you want to completely turn it off, guys. For my frame rate limit, I actually have this one here locked 3 FPS underneath my maximum refresh rate of my monitor. Since I'm playing on 360 Hz usually, it should be locked to 357. That's gonna help you with countering stutter and FPS drops, but I feel like with this new performance mode, I don't even need this anymore, but yeah, that's usually how it should be. So therefore, yeah, definitely lock your FPS, 3 FPS underneath your maximum refresh rate, unless you're playing on 60 or 75 Hz. That would maybe keep it on something like 120. And now for the rendering mode, guys, this is the biggest difference. Now we have not only DirectX 12, but we also have DirectX 12 performance mode. And how this basically works is that performance mode on DirectX 12 can actually utilize more than 4 cores for rendering. You know, DirectX 11 is usually just locked to 4 cores of your CPU, and here with DirectX 12 you can actually utilize multiple cores. So since I'm using a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D, I can now fully utilize it for Fortnite, which is amazing, giving me here 600 FPS even while swiping around, looking over the whole entire map. Like, this is insane actually, this update, I can't even tell. And for my graphics, I'm actually playing on brightness set to 100%, user interface contrast on 1x, colorblind mode set to try turn up with the colorblind strength set to 7. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, this one looks amazing. I'm definitely gonna stick with this for the whole entire season, guys. I mean, my Fortnite just looks amazing, just take a look at this. And now for the graphics quality performance preset settings, you can see 3D resolution is set to 100%, dynamic 3D resolution is set off, viewing distance on medium, because in my opinion that actually gives a huge advantage. I know Peterbot is theoretically playing on near and he's like the best player in the world, so therefore this is, I guess, personal preference, however you want to call it. Texture set to low, and mesh is now on low as well because of the new performance mode. Amazing. So, and what's super interesting is, guys, that under advanced graphics we still have all the additional options which we usually had under DirectX 12. So latency markers are currently turned off. This could theoretically show you latency. So what we have in here now is the NVIDIA Reflex low latency, and this one you actually want to put to on plus boost, guys. Yeah, I just enabled it here, and report performance sets should be disabled. This one is going to cost you FPS if you leave this one on. And basically what this on plus boost feature does is it's going to give you the lowest amounts of input delay which your PC can offer, and it feels absolutely amazing, guys. So therefore, yeah, definitely turn that one on. Then under audio, super important, you actually want to go down to your sound quality and make sure to change this one here from high to low. This one changes after every single Fortnite season, so therefore, yeah, just simply do it here, guys, because the higher one can actually decrease performance. We don't want that. The only thing which I keep on is visualize sound effects, because that one is kind of helpful. You know, it definitely gives you like some info for enemies and all of that. So therefore we keep that one on. And then besides that, here under our game UI, you can feel free to copy everything which I have here, especially with my HUD scale set to 85%, which in my opinion looks the best. So therefore, yeah, that's definitely great here, guys. And these are the best competitive settings here in Season 4. And now for this next step, guys, I'm about to show you the best NVIDIA Profile Inspector settings with the best competitive settings, where I already made a profile now here for you guys, so you can only apply it. It's super easy, and that way you're gonna have the least amount of delay in Fortnite. All we gotta do in the first place is go into Google, and you gotta find the NVIDIA Profile Inspector. Just simply Google it up, and there you can already find the GitHub by orbmu2k. Yeah, that one. Just simply click onto it. And now the thing is, for some people, actually the latest version doesn't work. So therefore, what I actually do instead is I'm just going down a little bit until I can find a little bit older version. Maybe here now the 2.4020, that one. Yeah, that one is the one which I would take. Just simply click onto it, guys, and then you can get the NVIDIA Profile Inspector zip. So once you then open it up, it's by the way a 7-zip file or WinRAR, whatever you guys want to use. Just simply drag it onto your desktop. And now we have the NVIDIA Profile Inspector. Just simply double click onto it. For some PCs, it might say something like, here, Windows protected you, but I mean, the tool is like older than maybe even some people watch this. I'm not gonna lie there. So therefore, just simply click under yes here. It's obviously safe. I mean, pros are using it. You guys get what I'm saying. And now to get the actual comp settings themselves, you gotta go under discord.gg/lostripes, guys. And in here now you can find performance packs. You can also find it here on the top bar. Just simply type in the performance, then you can see it as well. And here I'm gonna update it straight after the video. And yeah, you can just simply get it from here directly. By the way, if you want to get anything from Discord, it's always gonna tell you potentially dangerous, because Discord doesn't actually scan the data themselves. Like, you can even upload on your own Discord server just a PNG or like a picture on there. As soon as you compile it in WinRAR or 7-zip or something like that, it's always gonna tell you that. So therefore, don't be worried there. Once you then extracted it onto your desktop, which is gonna be the best comp settings file directly, you gotta go back into your NVIDIA Profile Inspector, go into this top search bar and type in there Fortnite. It should then be marked in green here, the Windows 64 shipping access. You can now see here, I already have a bunch of settings here applied, and all you gotta do is click under Import User Defined Profile, Import Profiles, and then go onto your desktop, and from there you can get the best comp settings. Open it up, and it should tell you after a few seconds, profile successfully imported. And now you have all of the best settings, guys. Like, this is literally insane. So you don't have to go through the struggle of doing everything yourself, guys. That is amazing, you know. Everything is already on the best value, so therefore you don't have to be worried. There's something like anti-strophic, filter optimization, and sample optimization both on, texture filtering quality on high performance, and more, guys. So all you gotta do is now click under apply changes, and now everything is applied to your PC, giving you the least amount of input delay your PC can actually provide. It's also super important, guys, if you search up actually edit power plan in your Windows PC, you're gonna notice that most PCs out there are not gonna have ultimate performance enabled. You're gonna utilize something way different, maybe even balance, which is absolutely horrible for your FPS. So what you wanna utilize on more lower to mid-end PCs is high performance, or if you have a somewhat capable gaming PC, you actually want to try out ultimate performance. But for most people, this one here is actually hidden on their PC, so therefore I'm gonna show you how to unlock it. All you gotta do is go into your Windows search bar, type in the CMD, right click onto it and run it as an administrator. And once this new window here popped up, you're just gonna post in there the following command, which is powercfg duplicatescheme and then this code here, and press enter. That way now you can see the ultimate performance mode has been unlocked. And now the next time you go into your Windows search bar and type in the edit power plan, you're gonna go back to power options. You can now see that one has been added. Yeah, for me it's now doubled, but I guess it doesn't matter here. But yeah, this is now the ultimate performance mode, provides ultimate performance on higher end PCs, because you want to make sure that you utilize as much as possible from your CPU, guys. That one is super important, especially for a CPU heavy game like Fortnite. Therefore, just simply make sure this one is checked. Now guys, what's also a crucial point, which I see many people actually do mistakes about, is that if you have a mouse which is actually capable of higher hertz, or even a keyboard, yeah, let's say your keyboard can support 4000, 8000 hertz pulling rate, or even your mouse can support 8000, you actually don't want to utilize this. Because what you can see right now is I'm using the Attack Shark R3, I think it's called, the one with magnesium, the 46 RAM version. And you can see now my mouse can actually go up all the way to 8000 hertz pulling rate, which of course theoretically should give you a lot less input delay, guys. Like, I'm talking about like huge difference in comparison to something like 1000 hertz. But the thing is, with Fortnite and how it's currently rendered on the Unreal Engine, actually anything above 2000 hertz is gonna cause stutter. This has been actually proven by multiple sources. So what you want to do instead is you can play still on 2000 hertz, which is still okayish, you know what I'm saying, or 1000 hertz, which is also gonna be fine. And theoretically, if you play on anything higher like 4000 or 8000 for your mouse and keyboard, these here are going to cause stutter in-game, which is actually proven as mentioned, and we don't want that. So therefore, if your mouse supports this, guys, actually go down to 2000. That's the sweet spot in my opinion. As mentioned, same thing goes as well for your keyboard. So therefore, yeah, you want to apply these here for your mice and keyboards and actually not utilize 8000 Hz on both. I feel like that's guaranteedly gonna give you a stutter, especially if you're using your mouse and keyboard set to 8000 Hz. And now even if you don't have an OLED screen or any of these fancy ones, you can make your Fortnite look amazing within a couple of seconds. Just simply search up the NVIDIA control panel, and here you want to click under Adjust Desktop Color Settings, select your main monitor on which you're playing right now, and then make sure that you actually put your digital vibrance all the way up to 75%. This one looks the best in my opinion. Apply this here real quick. It's gonna take a few seconds just for it to load, and then we're gonna go to Adjust Video Color Settings, and in here now again, select the main monitor, go with NVIDIA settings, and there you gotta put your saturation all the way up to something like 75 or even 90%. However you guys wanna have it. For me personally, I was playing on 90% here, and then click Apply, and that way you're gonna notice your whole entire screen is a lot more colorful and looks a lot better, which is definitely gonna be noticeable in Fortnite, giving you a huge advantage because it's also easier to spot enemies because the contrast is a lot higher. If you enjoyed this video and you wanna optimize your gaming experience even more, make sure to check out the 2 videos which are right here on screen, and have an amazing day.